us now by Ukraine's ambassador to Turkey, Sergiy Korunsky. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Ambassador. Let's just start with Joe Biden being given this opportunity to make a rare speech before the Ukrainian parliament. Why was he given that privilege by your country?
Thank you very much, first of all, for inviting me. Yes, you're absolutely right. In a diplomatic language, when the high visitor from other country is given an opportunity to speak at the parliament, that's a big honor. And Vice President Joe Biden is very well known as a strong supporter of Ukrainian independence and a friend of Ukraine. And he has delivered a beautiful speech at the parliament. And he was very clear in his message that without full implementation of Minsk agreement, first of all by Russia, because Ukraine is doing everything possible, without withdrawal of Russian troops from eastern Ukraine, without the occupation of Crimea, returning Crimea under Ukrainian authority, there would be no ease of sanctions. That's granted. And I would like to stress as well that the United States is not just a strong supporter of Ukraine, a strategic partner of Ukraine. We have even formal document signed a couple of years ago about strategic partnership. And without support of the United States, it would not be possible for us to stand against Russian aggression.
So he says that the United States stands with Ukraine against Russian interference. How reassuring is this for Kiev?
We have not just assurance, we have direct assistance, both political and military. And what is extremely important as well, and I would like to stress that the United States is not alone on this support. They're working together with the European Union, with other partners and friends of Ukraine around the globe, including Turkey, that we have to be together because this threat from Russia is huge, actually. And as we see now in Syria, similar way that normally, instead of working with the international community against the common threat, Russians choose the path to support dictatorship and to not to work with all the community against the ISIL and those terrorists.
And Ambassador, we're approaching the second anniversary of Viktor Yanukovych fleeing the country amid accusations of corruption. Where do we currently stand in the fight against corruption in Ukraine?
Unfortunately, I have to say that we are still in the process of creating the atmosphere of complete intolerance in the society against the corruption. But we are doing relatively well on this path. We have created very recently several law enforcement bodies specifically, purposefully designed to fight against corruption. And we have already several very visible examples of those politicians, business people, and law enforcement and judges who are now in jail because of corruption. But that's the task which is very difficult to fight. You know, during Yanukovych years, corruption has grew from very deep roots, and now we have to literally remove those deep roots out of the society. And I'm absolutely sure we will be successful in this way. We have too many tasks at the same time. Our hands are full with problems, specifically with war against Russian terrorists in eastern Ukraine and occupation in Crimea.
Okay, Ambassador Sergiy Korunsky, thank you very much for joining us on TRT World.